everyone, today we're going to solve exponential equations and learn the strategies that make these problems much easier to understand. We'll go step by step so you can see exactly how to approach different types of exponential equations and solve them with confidence. Get ready to unlock the power of math together. Let's dive right in. Now, there are two techniques to solve exponential equations algebraically. If you are able to rewrite the bases to be the same, then you can use the one-to-one property, which means then you can set your exponents equal to each other and then solve. Or what you can do is you can take the log of both sides or use the circle of life to be able to rewrite in log form. And remember that you can always check your solutions graphically. So in this first question, we are able to rewrite our bases to be the same. 4 is the same thing as 2 squared, and 8 is the same thing as 2 cubed. We would keep our exponents as they are, so 3x plus 7, and then 5x minus 11. Now, when your bases are the same, you can set your exponents equal to each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 times 3x plus 7 is equal to 3 times 5x minus 11. Remember, when you have a power to a power, you multiply those exponents together. Now you can go ahead and simplify and solve. You got 6x plus 14 is equal to 15x minus 33. We're going to go ahead and subtract 6x. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add 33 to both sides. You're going to get 47 equals 9x. Divide both sides by 9. So x equals 47 over 9, which is approximately 5.22. So in number 2, what we have to do first is we actually have to isolate our base. So we will have to subtract 100 from both sides. So you get 3 to the 4x is equal to 2300. So when you look at this problem, you can notice that the bases, you're not able to rewrite them to be the same. So what you can do is you can say we're going to either take the log of both sides or do your circle of life so you can rewrite into exponential form. Now, I'm going to show you both ways, and I'm going to show you that either way will be fine. You just have to pick whichever method you are more comfortable with. So the very first one I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite in log form. So I'm going to take my base of 3, circle of life, 2300, circle of life is equal to 4x. I'm going to divide by 4. So when you plug this in, this is log base 3 of 2300. You're going to have to close your parentheses and then divide it by 4. If you have that log base option in your calculator, so that was going to math and then go to log base, which was option number A, you can do this, close the parentheses after the 2300 and then divide by 4. However, if you do not have this option and you need to rewrite using the change of base formula, what you would do is you would just do log of 2300 divided by log of 3, and then you would need to subtract 4. Now your answer is going to be approximately 1.76. Now I'm going to show you the second way that you can do this problem, and that would be just to take the log of both sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to just rewrite what we had originally. That was after we subtracted the 100, we had 3 to the 4x equals 2300. So taking the log of both sides, I'm going to just take log of 3 to the 4x equals log of 2300. Now, when you have an exponent, properties of logs will become a coefficient. So 4x times log of 3 equals the right side. Now, in order for us to solve for x, what we're going to do, remember this multiplication. So this is really you having to sort of get rid of 4 times the log of 3. Right? So if you want to also figure out what that is too, just to approximate in your calculator or divide it over, either way. So 4 log 3 is about 1.9084. And your log of 2300 is about 3.3617. And when I divide both sides, my x would be about 1.761, right, which is pretty approximately close to our original answer. Now in question number 3 looks different than the other equations that we've had. Our base is e, and you've got 3 terms here. So one way you can think about this is like, can I factor, right? Because I can solve by factoring. What you can do is, if it'll help you, right, you can imagine that this e is actually different. Like let's say we rewrote this problem to just have x's instead of e's, right? So we have 2x and then minus 8 equals 0, right? If you look at this question, this is a lot easier than having to factor when we have a base of e. So I can factor this using my box method or guess and check, whichever way. You would get x plus 2 and x minus 4. Now remember that these x's, right, originally we just replaced the e's with that. So now you got to think about, okay, well, let's sort of go back to my original, right? So what was really in place of x? In place of x was really e to the x, right? So I really had e to the x before I switched it to just x's. Now, we're going to have our plus 2 here and then our minus 4 here to complete our question. Next, in order to solve, you would have to take both of our factors and set them equal to 0. So that way you can solve them. So what we're going to do is we're going to isolate our base. That's e to the x equals negative 2. E to the x equals a positive 4. When I do my circle of life, I get ln, here's my base of e, which I don't have to write, of negative 2 is equal to x. And then ln base e of 4 is equal to x. Now, when you have logs, you cannot have an argument that is 0 or a negative number. And even if you tried putting ln of negative 2 in the calculator, what you're actually going to get is an error, right? So this one is going to be no solution. So that one doesn't work. That value does not work. And then our other value for x here, we took ln of 4, and then we get approximately 1.386. So that would be our answer. All right, in this question, let's look and see what we have. This commission releases 100 animals into the game preserve. The carrying capacity is 1,200 animals, and that growth of the herd is modeled by your function here, P of t, where t is measured in months. We want to figure out how long will it take, so we want to figure out time for the herd to reach 1/2 of the carrying capacity. Okay, so what I'm doing is if I know my carrying capacity is 1,200, then half of that is 600. And we want to figure out how long it will take to reach this. So this is our sort of our final amount. So that's going to be our P of t here. So our 600 is going to be here on the left-hand side. And we are going to just rewrite what we have here, 1,200 and then 8e to the negative 0.1588t. And you were trying to find t. Now, what we can do is get some fractions here. If we put this over 1, right, we can cross multiply. So we have 600 times our whole expression here, and that's equal to 1,200. I can divide both sides by 600 to cancel out that 600. Get 1 plus 8e to the negative 0.1588t is equal to 2. I will subtract 1. Remember, you're isolating, right? We're trying to isolate and solve for t, so get our base by itself. So 8e is equal to 1. I'm going to divide both sides by 8. So it's 8 times the base. So is equal to 1/8. Now you can do our change of base formula. So you have ln base e of 1/8 is equal to our exponent here, 8t. We are going to divide by that 0.1588 1588 to get t. And then when we figure out in our calculators what that would equal to, our time is going to be about 13.095 and then months. Thanks for learning with me today, unlocking the power of math one problem at a time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future notifications on Precalc videos. See you in the next lesson.